valley of Blackfang was a brutal place. Cold winds cut across jagged rocks, food was scarce, and danger was constant. Only the strong survived. There the orcs of the Blackfang tribe believed one simple truth: strength was everything. Strength decided who hunted, strength decided who led, strength decided who was worthy of life. And because of that belief, one orc lived her entire life as an outcast. Her name was Graka. Was born with a twisted leg. It bent inward and forced her to walk slowly. With the help of a wooden stick, when the young warriors trained, she sat on the sidelines. When the hunters ran across the hills, she limped far behind. The tribe laughed at her. They called her broken, they called her useless. In Blackfang tribe, weakness had no place. When Graka became an adult, the tribe held the choosing ceremony. This was when warriors chose mates to strengthen the blood of the tribe. Strong warriors stepped forward, strong females stood proudly, but when Graka walked into the circle, the crowd grew quiet. No warrior stepped forward. One large warrior named Drug laughed loudly. He said the tribe did not need crippled blood. Others noted the elders, said nothing. Graka stood alone in the center of the circle. Then the ceremony moved on. As if she never existed that night, she walked alone to the cliffs beyond the camp. The wind blew across the valley while the fires of the tribe flickered in the distance. She watched them silently. No one came for her. From that day, the tribe ignored her completely. They allowed her to stay because even an outcast could still work. Graka carved tools. Graka gathered herbs. Graka cleaned hides, but she was never treated like one of them. Years passed this way, and till the day I arrived. My name is Arlen. I was human. Humans rarely visited the Blackfang Valley because few survived it, but I was not a warrior. I was a healer and a scholar. I traveled through dangerous lands, studying tribes, creatures, and the strange ways life survived in harsh places. The orcs first saw me, they surrounded me. Instantly I expected death. Then instead they dragged me into their camp. The chieftain of the tribe was a massive orc named Kazag. Kazag had many scars and eyes that missed nothing. He decided not to kill me. He had seen human healers before and believed knowledge could sometimes be useful, so I was allowed to stay under watch in exchange. I treated injured hunters and sick children. During my first weeks, I noticed something strange. There were very few children in the tribe. At first, I assumed the harsh land caused this, but the more I looked, the stranger it seemed. The tribe had many strong warriors, many healthy females, yet the number of births was extremely low. I began asking quiet questions. The warriors blamed bad spirits, the elders blamed the mountain winds, some believed the valley itself was cursed, but none of them had real answers. One day, while gathering herbs outside the camp, I saw Grokesh moved slowly across the rocky ground, but something caught my attention. Her hands were incredibly skilled. She picked plants carefully, and with deep knowledge, she understood the valley better than anyone I had seen. I greeted her. Most orcs ignored humans, but Graka did not. She studied me with calm yellow eyes. Does the human speak to the broken one? She asked. I told her I spoke to anyone who could teach me something. That answer made her smile slightly. From that day we began working together, gathering herbs while we walked. She told me many stories of the tribe, stories of hunt, stories of winter, stories of births, and slowly something important appeared in those stories. For many years the tribe had struggled to have children. Very few were born each season. Many couples tried, almost none succeeded. Then mentioned something quietly. When she was younger, she had once carried a child. The elders forced her to drink bitter herbs to end the pregnancy. They said a cripple should not spread weak blood. When I heard that, my mind began racing. GI had studied bloodlines among many tribes and species. What I realized was shocking. The Black Fang tribe had spent generations choosing only the biggest warriors and strongest females. They believed this created perfect blood, but nature does not always work that way. Over many generations, they had unknowingly removed traits that supported fertility. They had created a tribe of powerful warriors who could barely reproduce. But Graka was different. He began quietly studying the tribe. By observed health cycles, I checked herbs they used, I asked careful questions. After many weeks, the truth became clear. Most females in the tribe had extremely low fertility, but Graka showed every sign of strong, healthy reproductive ability. Her body was balanced, her health was stable, her bloodline might be the only one capable of restoring the tribe. Yet the tribe treated her like dirt. One night I stood before Chieftain Kazag, and the elders. I explained everything. At first, the warriors laughed. Some shouted in anger. The warrior mocked the idea loudly, but Kazag listened carefully. Then I asked a simple question: how many children were born last winter? To how many warriors died? Silence spread across the fire circle. Then I spoke again. Nothing changes. Your tribe will vanish. Within 2 generations, your strength has become your weakness. Then I told them the final truth. Crippled outcast you rejected might be the only one who can save your future. Kazag ordered the guards to bring Grokesh, entered the fire circle slowly, leaning on her carved stick. The tribe stared at her in a way they never had before. Kazag asked her one question: if the tribe gives you a chance, will you carry children for Black Fang? Graka looked around the circle. She saw the warriors who mocked her. She saw the elders who rejected her. For a long moment, she said nothing. Then she spoke calmly: if the tribe finally sees my worth, I will carry its future. But the tribe must remember something: strength is not only muscle strength, is survival strength, is life. Kazag stood and raised his axe. From this night, Graka is honored daughter of Black Fang. Any warrior who mocks her mocks the future of this tribe. Tribe grew quiet. Something had changed. Seasons passed. Graka was given respect and protection. The elders allowed new families to form using her bloodline. Within a year, the tribe saw something they had not seen in a long time. Children, many children, healthy, laughing children, running across the valley. Stones, the once silent camp, now echoed with young voices. Drog, the warrior who once mocked her, carried one of the babies proudly across the fire circle. Graka walked slowly among them with her carved stick. No longer an outcast, but the mother of the tribe's future. Years later, when I prepared to leave the valley, Kazag stood beside me at the cliffs. He looked at the children playing below them. He spoke: the strongest blood is not always the loudest. Sometimes the future hides in the one everyone forgets. The Black Fang tribe would never forget Graka again.